Hi, everybody. I'm Elise. This is Kaleo Qing. We're here with you to share Spiraling Dragon Qigong. So this is the first in a series on this Qigong form that we're going to be sharing with you, ancient wisdom handed down through the ages. And we're really grateful for Rossmore TV for bringing us here today.
Aloha, everybody. Elise and I have been married for 31 years, and we've been teaching together for 30 years. We taught 25 years at John F. Kennedy University, teaching Qigong and shamanic journey and art as transformative processes. I'd like to really thank my teachers, Dane Ka'ohelani Silva from the Big Island of Hawaii, Suzanne Friedman, Bruce Kumar Francis, Gilles Marin, and all the teachers at the Acupressure Institute where we studied at.
And now Kaleo is going to share with you about what is Qi.
So what is Qi? Qi means energy. Carl Sagan, the astrophysicist, the cosmologist, scientist, he says, we are made of the same stuff as the stars. In other words, the gravity, the light, the stardust that's just being blown around in the universe with galactic winds. And all the elements like hydrogen, helium, oxygen, the elements like carbon, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, silicon are just blowing around, and eventually what happens, it ends in our bodies. This is Qi. Qi is also a consciousness and awareness. It's alive and it's breathing, just like the universe. You can feel the pulsations. You can feel the vibrations of the universe. What is Qigong? Qigong is an ancient Taoist practice. It's shamanic, and it's based on Chinese medicine. Qigong means learning to cultivate, to harvest the Qi in the universe, the Qi in nature, in all the plants, in the animals, in the earth, to cultivate the energy and to bring it within, and then to give our energy back into nature. That's Qigong. And Qigong will affect you physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually. And now we'll have Elise show you more.
So this is our acupressure doll. It shows the meridians of the body, and we've put some little stickers on there where there's special points that are used in acupressure, acupuncture, and Qigong. These are places, acupoints, where the energy flow can get stuck. And we're bringing awareness, touch, and acupuncture, a needle to these points can help to release that energy so it can flow more smoothly through the body, through the meridians or rivers of energy that run close to the surface of the skin, but also in and around the internal organs. So one of these meridians is the lung meridian. It starts here in the hollow of the shoulder here by the chest and runs down the inner surface of the arm on the thumb side, both sides, and out the thumb. So you can trace this meridian with me. It begins here in the shoulder's hollow and runs down the inner surface all the way to the thumb. This is the lung meridian. This is called the yin meridian. It's the feminine, it's the sister, It's the soft inner surface. Its partner, its brother, the yang meridian, is large intestine, which starts here on the index finger and runs up the outer surface of the arm, over the shoulder, and up to beside the nose on both sides. You can trace it with me on the other side too. All the way up from the index finger, over the shoulder, to right beside the nose. So these are two meridians, yin and yang, lung, large intestine. They run near the surface of the skin, but they also run in and around the lungs and the large intestine. So when you're doing Qigong, as we're going to be doing in Spiraling Dragon, you're not only moving muscles and bones, internal organs, but you're also moving rivers of energy. So one of the practices we're going to be exploring a little today and in future days, a real basic practice is called lion plays with ball. You can do this with me. So I'm just finding my ball of energy and I'm playing with it. But you can feel how also your thumb and your index finger, your shoulder, your arm, all the way through your meridians of the lung and large intestine are moving too. And this affects the internal organs of your body, the lung and large intestine. And then just relax. So these are two of the 12 meridian pathways, pairs of pathways that run through the body. So that was a set of arm meridians. There's also torso and leg meridians. For instance, the stomach meridian, if you want to just touch beneath your eyes, that's the beginning of the stomach meridian. So digestion begins when you see the food, right? It stimulates your appetite. And the stomach meridian runs through your face to help digestion. And then the stomach meridian descends down the front of your body, the outer front, down the fronts of your legs, out your second toe. And its partner, the spleen pancreas meridian, starts in the big toe and comes up the inner. So this is the inner or the yin meridian. And it comes all the way up to here and beside your chest here. So stomach is the yang, spleen pancreas is the yin. So when you're moving, lion plays with ball, now I've got, you can get your legs, your torso, your body into it a little bit too. You can feel how the stomach and the spleen pancreas meridian are moving as well. So you'll be getting a little bit more familiar with all the pairs of meridians as we go along. And just relax. So some other acupressure points that are really important. So there's another pathway of energy that runs up the back and down the front of the body that divides the body in half. And there's some really important points along this pathway of energy. One is the doorway to the mind. So if you bring your middle fingertip right to the third eye, right between your eyebrows. This place is called yin tang. And it's the doorway to your brain. You might feel how it, just as you have a little bit of a soft touch there on your mid-eyebrow point, that your brain starts to become both more alert but relaxed. Because this point is really good for balancing your right brain and your left brain, your thinking and analyzing brain, and your dreaming brain, your intuition. And then you can release. So that's a really good point for the mind center. If you bring both your hands over your heart center, right over your mid-sternum bone, this is called Conception Vessel 17 is the number, the name and the number for it, but it's also called Sea of Tranquility, right over the breastbone, over the heart. And this helps to bring calmness to the heart and a sense of connectedness and inner peace. Very good point for the heart and lungs, for helping the qi to flow through the heart and lungs. You might feel how, even as you're holding this point, you feel your heartbeat beneath your palms. And you can feel yourself calming, your heart relaxed. So you have yin tong for the mind, sea of tranquility or conception vessel 17 for the heart. And then if you bring your hands down just beneath your navel, you have conception vessel 6, also called sea of qi. So this is a really important point in Qigong. It's where you store energy, right here in this place. So you might have seen people after a practice bringing their hands here to store energy. That's what they're doing. They're harvesting their energy. They're bringing it back to center. This is your storehouse of energy, but it's also your place of creative potential. It's the doorway to your physical, but also metaphorical womb. And it connects all the way through to the back of your body, where lies your kidneys and your ancestral energy, so your reserves of energy. Helps bring creativity and also strong will and endurance. You might feel, as you have your hands here, how your breath comes all the way down into your abdomen as you relax. Your breathing comes deeper. And in this practice, you're already doing Qigong with a nice, easy, relaxed breath. And then just drop your hands down. So in your Qigong practice, you want to have these 3 points aligned: the yin tong, the heart, the body, the mind, the yin tong point, conception vessel 17, sea of qi, conception vessel 6. So that the mind, the heart, and the body are working together. Some other important things about Qigong practice are that you want to always be kind to yourself. So you don't want to go into pain. You want to make sure that your body is comfortable. One thing that you can keep in mind is the 80% rule. If you start to feel pain anywhere in your body, back off a little when you're doing your practice so that you go to 80% of your maximum. And that way, that will help your body to heal and to open up more gradually and easily over time. So be kind to yourself. For instance, during the Qigong practice, you can do a lot of these practices standing, but you can also do them sitting down. So that's always an option. If you're just feeling like that's what you need to do today, or you have an injury or something, you can do the practices sitting down. Okay, and then another principle is relaxation. So if you just shake off a little, take a deep breath down into your belly, that natural breath, and just shimmer, just shake a little. This helps to relieve tension from your body. So a lot of times we'll start our Qigong practice doing this, just to release tension. And then as you stop, just after that little bit of shaking, you might notice your body tingling. You might notice yourself more relaxed. So the qi flows more smoothly when you're relaxed. So if you want to just find your qi ball again, and we'll be going more into this practice as we go along, but Lion plays with qi ball, just playing with this ball of energy. One thing you can do in your practice is to slow down and explore. Qigong can be quick, opening up things quickly and playing with the energy quickly, but it can also be slow. And as you do it slowly, you can start to notice what's going on in your body. What's going on with your muscles, your bones, your internal organs, your breath, and those meridians of energy. And then another thing that you can do that you can keep in mind with this practice is create with it. So spiraling Dragon Qigong is a series of movements, but it's not a form that you have to follow in any particular order. You can choose which movements you like to do, and you can create with them. So Qigong can also be creative. It's your form. It's your practice. Good. And then relax. And then after you do any Qigong practice, you want to store energy. So you can just bring energy around and bring it in front of your sea of qi. So you don't have to have your hands on your body, but just in front of your body and feeling the energy stored there. Great. And then relax. And Kaleo is going to show you a little bit more about Qigong foundations and what we'll be doing during this series. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thanks, Elise. Now what you've actually done is you stored the qi, the energy in the dantian. So what we're going to do now is an old Taoist practice called shimmering. Yeah. So just follow me, please. Yeah. It's very, very simple. Remember to relax. And what you're doing is shimmering. Think of the aspens in the sierras, the golden light hitting the leaves, shimmering. And when you're doing this, you want to feel what's happening to your intestines, your vital organs, to the lungs, the heart, the liver, the kidneys, the spleen, stomach, pancreas, all of the vital organs, as well as the intestines. So everything is vibrating, shimmering within. Okay? All the cells, you're going to notice that your joints open, your vertebral column opens, the discs and the vertebrae have space between them. They're shimmering. This, yeah, shimmer. And then when you stop, you're going to notice from your dantian, the energy expands. You will notice an incredible amount of energy moving through you, exuding through you. Some of you will even be able to see light, a light around your arms. That's the qi, this light that is exuding from within. Okay? And now what we're going to do is, once again, shake your hands. This time, yeah, you could shimmer your whole body if you want to. Shake your hands and then bring your hands around like this, and you're going to notice that there is a resistance between your palms. That's the energy. What you feel is, you'll feel this heat. You feel energy pushing back. You feel a resistance. You feel a tingling sensation. This is the energy. It's around you as well as in your palms. And what we're going to do is we're going to gather the energy in this room, and we're just going to wave the energy. We're going to spread the energy so that the energy moves. Like molecules of energy are moving across into the other palm, and you'll feel a tingling sensation. You feel heat in the other palm. You can just do this. You can just vibrate one palm, and you feel the energy moving. and vibrating the other palm. You can do this. You can move it down your arm. What this is called is brushing. Just move it down your arm like this. See, what's happening is I'm feeling the energy around my shoulder. And then I'm just going to, the palm is like a sponge. It's going to pick up this energy and it's going to move it down slowly. And you feel how the energy moves down through your hands and you just give it to the earth. So just cleanse like this. We're brushing. Brushing the energy down and out. And when you stop, you notice the difference between the left arm and the right arm. One is much more relaxed. It feels more alive. It's tingling. It's not so tense. So that's a technique that we learned in medical Qigong. It's about moving the energy. Okay? So what you just did is you moved the energy down the lung meridian, the pericardium meridian, the heart meridian. So what you were doing is cleansing those internal organs of the stress. That's one way. One way is by shimmering. Another way is using the magic of your palms. So when we do that, we can also, let me show you one more thing. If you shake your hand, one hand, your dominant hand, and then just once again feel the chi between the two palms, you'll notice how big this circle of energy is. Yeah, you notice that there's a resistance in there. And then what you do is you point your fingers. I'm going to point my fingers at the other palm. And this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap. And what you will feel is that these rays of light, the rays of sound, vibrations coming out of the fingers from the meridians are tapping the other hand, the palm. You can even draw a circle, see? Draw a circle on the palm. And you'll notice that your palm starts to really vibrate, tingle. There's more energy and blood going to the palm. You can draw a triangle. Just draw a triangle on your palm. Okay? You can spiral like this, spiral with your fingers, and you can pull the energy out and release it. Pull and give it to Mother Earth. Pull and give it to Mother Earth. Okay? So now what Elise is going to do is enter into the scene, and I'm going to just show you something. What you can do is you can find a partner. If you don't have someone to work with you right now, you can work with a plant. Or you can go outside in nature and work with a tree or a bush, a rose bush. You will feel the energy. So Elise is going to enter the scene. Okay, wonderful. So what we'll do now is, again, we'll shimmer. Elise and I are shimmering. And what we're doing is we're engaging every cell in our body. And every cell in our body has mitochondria, which are like battery packs. And this is creating chi. So when you stop, you'll feel an enormous amount of energy exuding. It's coming out of your body, going. And right now, I'm going to turn to Elise, And right now I'm going to just come close to her, and we can feel the energy bouncing off each other. So energy has a skin, it has a membrane, just like we have this is our physical skin, but it's more than that. It's physical, but it's also energetic. There's another skin around us. And this is the skin that's around Elise. It's like an egg, is what it is. So it has a membrane. So I can go like this, and I can come and I can touch. And right now I'm pumping energy into her heart. Because sometimes that's what you need. You need to energize the heart, especially if the heart feels lonely or depressed. Okay, so right now I can see in the screen, I can actually see around her, there is a silver shape. That's her energy. Just see if you can see the energy around her, or around your partner, or around the plant that you're working with. There is a vibration. And this is what we're working with. This is the energy body. Okay? Remember what I said, Qigong is going to affect you physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually. So right now, Elise showed you the lung meridian. Okay? I'm going to come like this. I feel this heat. And do this with your partner. You will feel the heat, especially if there's an injury on that side of the shoulder. Feel the heat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and you can follow, just do this. This is simple, okay? What I'm doing is I am cleansing the lung. And then I'm going to bring the energy down. And that's the way of cleansing the lung of the stagnant energy that's in this area, in the shoulders and in the lungs. So cleansing is very important when you're doing Qigong. This is when you're doing the spiraling dragon, that's what you're going to be doing. Another thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to bring the light, the sunlight, the consciousness, going to bring it back. So I'm coming up other meridians. And I'm nurturing. First you cleanse, then you nurture. Just do this on yourself, or do this on a partner. Do it on a plant. You can do it on your pet. So we're bringing fresh energy, fresh light into this energetic and physical body. And when you do that, when you stop, you notice, she will notice the difference. It'll feel like she's been just nurtured. And then what you can also do is you can soothe. Remember when we held the palms like this and you felt the energy between the palms? This is one way you can soothe. You can soothe someone. You can soothe your plants. You can soothe yourself. You can bring it right to CV17, the Sea of Tranquility. Between my palms is the light of the sun. And I'm just soothing myself. With Elise, I'm going to do this. Right here, see, I enter into her energetic space. It's right here. And you can feel the energy moving into her core. If I press, then I just put my, can you go this way? Then I'll put my hand on this side, this. And if I vibrate this hand, I will feel the energy moving from this hand and touching this palm. I can send waves of energy into the other palm, or I can just hold like this to soothe, to comfort. And then you release. So this is Qigong. This is what we're doing when we're doing Qigong. We're cultivating energy so that it can be used to help yourself and to help others and to help nature. Thanks, Elise. And now what we're going to do is lie in place with ball. First of all, I'd like you to just shimmer. You can shimmer, shake your hands like this. And you notice the energy between your palms. And what you're going to do is you're going to feel the shape of the energy between your palms. You'll notice that it actually has a shape. Some of you will notice that the shape might be spherical, round. Some of you will notice the texture. Is it rough? Is it smooth? This energy, this chi ball between your palms? Is it cold or warm? So we're just doing line plays with ball. It's what Elise was doing with you. And you notice how both palms are always facing each other so that the energy is being held, this ball. And I'm actually spinning the ball. And you're going to notice that in the center of the ball doesn't spin. It's the globe that spins. The center is still. And I'm doing this, lie in place with ball. You can do this slowly, very slowly, or you can do it faster. But what you want to feel when you're doing this, if you watch my hands, watch this. Everything is opening up. All the joints are opening up. Not only in the arm, but watch this. My rib cage is opening up. And you're going to notice that the ball transforms. It's getting larger, but it's also turning more into a disc. See how it goes up? And then you can pull it back down. So what you're doing is you are gathering, cultivating chi from nature. It's the consciousness that we live in. It's the light. You're also going to notice that you begin to warm up. It's because your body is a generator. It's like your two pistons, the left side and the right side, and they're creating bioelectricity. And then we'll just continue. I'll just show you what we're going to be learning in this series. This is the moonlight, playing with the moonlight. So mahina in Hawaiian. We used to do this in the moonlight in the big island of Hawaii, just playing with the light of the moon. You can do it really slowly if you want. Remember being kind to yourself, yeah? That's one of the major principles of Qigong, kindness. Because if you're kind to your body, it's going to overlap into your mind, your emotions, and your spirit. And now what we'll do is this. So this is what you'll be learning in the series. And if you notice, my entire body, my whole body is pumping. My whole body is receiving energy from the earth, absorbing energy from nature, and receiving energy from the universe. And then we'll do this. Yeah, just slowly. This is excellent to prevent arthritis in the hands and in the wrists. And then we'll do this. Always with kindness. So never go into pain. And what Elise says, 80%. If you go into pain, you feel pain, you cut back 20%. And remember, you can also do this sitting down. If you have an injury to the legs, you want to open up the internal organs by movements like this. You want to make sure that your lungs can breathe. And we do this. This is holding the cauldron of light. Yeah, just follow. And then we're going to gather the energy from the earth, the mother, bring it up the dantian, into the heart, into the mind. And this is your gift to the world. Mahalo ke aku maloa aloha no.
Well, thanks everybody for joining us today. We're really glad that you could participate in Spiraling Dragon Qigong with us. And today we covered some foundations. We'll be going into more in the next part, and we hope to see you then.
Yes, thank you for being here. We just love sharing this ancestral wisdom with all of you. So, mahalo ke aku maloa aloha no.